Hi, I'm Rosie, that ghd girl on Instagram and TikTok, and I make educational hair content. And today I'm going to be showing you the Chronos Curve range. The Chronos Curve range encompasses 2 wands and 2 tongs. Now this might look familiar because it is a bit of an upgrade from the previous Curve collection, however with the new addition of the Max wand as well. We have 2 tongs within the range. We have a classic tong and we have a grand tong. And the main difference between these two are the size. So our classic tong is a 26mm barrel, whereas our grand tong is a 32mm barrel. And then we also have our 2 wands. So we have the classic conical wand, that tapered shape, and then we also have the new addition Max wand, which is a 38mm barrel. Sought after by professionals and consumers alike, this has been engineered to be the perfect loose curl tool for you. With an upgrade in technology, the Chronos Curve range now features curl responsive technology, which is an intelligent algorithm that adapts to your curling needs and movements. With this upgrade, we're going to get 3 times faster styling, 2 times faster styling using Max wand, and up to 50% more shine across the whole range. With only taking 3 to 5 seconds to change your style and create amazing curls and waves, this range is going to transform your styling routine. And the best part about this is we can style our hair guilt-free with our no heat damage claim thanks to our optimum styling temperature of 185 degrees. So let's take a look at the entire range and also how to find the best tool for you. So first we're going to take a look at the tongs in the range. So the tongs come in 2 different sizes. We have our classic tong that's 26mm and we've got our grand tong that's 32. So I'm going to take my grand tong first of all and do a section and show you the kind of result you should expect to get with that. For each of the tools I'm going to do the exact same technique so you can compare exactly what kind of result you're going to get from each of them. So I'm just wrapping the hair around the barrel and using the clamp to just secure that in place. So with our grand tong, what you can see is we're getting a much more voluminous, larger style of curl. So next I'm going to take my classic tong and do one right next to it to compare in size and style. So again, I'm just wrapping it exactly the same way around the barrel and then using my clamp just to hold the ends in place. All of the range feature an anodized coating that helps the hair grip to the barrel, which means you won't slide off, it's not going to slip out of place. So as you can see, the second curl that I've done with the classic tong is much tighter, it's a lot smaller, and I've got a lot more crest in that movement. And on the other side, I'm going to use both of our wands. So the first wand that I'm going to use is our Max wand. This is our newest addition to the range. It comes in a 38mm size barrel, which is the biggest one the ghD's ever done. So again, I'm just wrapping around the barrel here, and then I'm going to hold for 3 to 5 seconds. The entire range is so much quicker because we're not holding it onto the barrel for as long as what you maybe have done in the past. So as you can see, we're getting much looser curls with that size of barrel there. And last I'm going to use the Conical Wand, which is our tapered wand, similarly to our creative curl wand that we had in the original Curve range. Super popular to get beach curls in the hair. So last section I'm going to take and wrap that round to compare. And I'm just resting my finger on the end of the barrel. We have a cool tip on the end, which means you can kind of steady your hand, you don't feel like you're wobbling about, and it means you're not afraid that you're going to touch the barrel because you've got something cool to hold on to the whole time. And as you can see, that curl is a lot tighter than the one we did with Max wand. So to recap on the curls we've created, our first voluminous curl for volumed fake blow dry styles is our grand tong. And for more definition in our curls, we're going to use classic tong, which was this one here. For loose waves and curls, we're going to use Max wand, which is this one here. And then for beach curls, we're going to use our conical wand, which was this one here. Now to help you navigate the range yourself and figure out what kind of style you want to create, ghD have come up with an amazing idea and they've created the ghD Curl Finder. This means we can take a quiz and figure out which tool is going to be the best for the look we want to achieve. So I'm going to take you through that just now and we're going to figure out which tool I'm going to use to style the rest of my hair. So on ghd we're going to find our curl finder here. So we just scroll down and press start. So the first question it's going to ask you is, what is the length of your hair? And this is really easily divided up and has nice picture references if you are unsure into short, medium and long. So because my hair is longer than chest length, I'm going to select long. So the next question it's going to ask is, what is your hair texture? And we have picture references again to help you figure out which one you have. So the options are straight, wavy, curly or coily and kinky. So my hair is pretty straight, so I'm just going to go for that first one. And the next question is asking you which picture you feel like your hair resembles the most. So I think naturally I probably match this girl down in this corner here. So that's the closest match for me. And then describe your aesthetic. So our options are, I go glam always, beachy, casual and cool, I'm into timeless looks, low key but always serving, or retro and hot to go. So I'm going to pick low key but always serving. So it comes up with all of the results that will be suitable to me, and as you can see there's actually different options, but they've highlighted the one that they feel would be closest to what I've answered on the curl finder. So I'm going to take their recommendation and click that. And it says for loose waves you need Max Wand. So today I'm going to finish styling my hair using the Chronos Curve Max Wand. So just below my recommendation, it's going to tell me the key benefits of me using this tool. So I'm going to get up to 3 times faster high definition results, easy frizz-free results that are going to last all day, and all of that with no extreme heat damage. And this is thanks to the wand styling at 185 degrees, which is the optimum styling temperature. It also has, like I said earlier, an anodized coating providing the optimum level of grip, which is great when you're working with a large barrel, and actually my hair is quite fine, so I do find that it slides off of wands quite easily. Alongside that, it's given me 2 recommendations of products to use alongside the tool to give me the best results. So it's actually given me an option of ghd Curly Ever After, which will give me long lasting bouncy curls and designed for maximum curl longevity and definition. But it's also given me their newer texturizing spray, which is Curls Gone Wild. And this is a 2-in-1 prep and finish spray for long lasting buildable texture. So I think what I will do is go with Curls Gone Wild today because I do like a more textured sort of finish. So I'm just taking my Curls Gone Wild and prepping my hair, giving it that heat protection, but also it's going to help hold my style and give it a bit of texture as well. Then I start at the back and work my way forwards. So every curl that I do, I can just kind of pop it behind my shoulder and I know it's done. And I know I'm not going to be left with any straight bits in the middle of my head at the back, because that is my pet peeve. When you're styling your own hair, that you end up with a little straight bit that you forgot about. So I'm taking a fairly chunky section. Max Wand is quite large, so it's designed for your medium to long hair lengths. So you can take a considerable amount of hair at once. So I'm wrapping that around the barrel, right to the end, and then as before, I'm just resting my finger on that cool tip, and it just means I don't feel shaky, I don't feel like I'm going to burn my fingers, but I can also keep hold of the end of my hair, because I like to keep that a little bit straighter, so I've just left that last sort of ½ an inch out. Now I've held that for 3 to 5 seconds, and then I'm dropping that into the palm of my hand, and then just letting it fall down there. And that's going to give us that really big, loose sort of wave. So I'm going to continue doing the exact same thing all through this side of my head, always turning away from the face, and then I'm going to do this side in the opposite direction, just so it creates that mirror image. Using Max Wand to curl all my hair, I'm going to dress it out. So for this, I am going to use my Curls Gone Wild again because it's a 2-in-1 product. I'm going to use my detangling comb as well. So I'm just spraying Curls Gone Wild throughout all those sections that I've just done, giving them a bit more grip, a bit more texture. Then I'm going to take my detangling comb and work from sort of the bottom half up and just loosen them all out. And by doing this, we just separate all the sections and give the hair that really lived in, undone sort of finish. And just to hold everything in place, I am going to use my perfect ending just to set that a little bit longer. So that's me finished styling my hair using Max Wand, and I found Max Wand was a perfect tool for me thanks to the curl finder. If you found this helpful and you use the curl finder, let me know which tool was the best one for you from the 4 tongs and wands from the Chronos Curve range.